It's not there. Okay.
Okay,
Man, I forgot about the game.
I actually like this. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Drink. Oh, I love these types of glasses. Okay. Yep. Thank you. This is very nice. You're welcome. Very brutality.
Like we needed an excuse to go to Kira, but when we went to Kira, we were like, oh yeah, Mason wanted these, I think.
This would be perfect because this weekend
What's this weekend?
the movie releases.
Ah,
So I can choose from.
Oh, it's a towel.
yeah, it's a cooling towel.
Yeah. We all did the same thing. We were like, what a weird, like, tiny cup. And it's like, oh, it's the cooling cloth just in a container.
So I'll be honest, I thought it was a sippy cup, and you were just making it like a good joke of some sort.
That would have also been.
And then I thought, oh, it's. And then I realized I was like, oh, I thought that was like oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
like,
it's
that's
a
pretty
sippy
good.
cup
I thought it was a sippy cup.
for Nezuka because she's like 12 or something.
Can't correct people on that age because then you just look really bad.
It's like, how do you know the age of consent in every state?
I will use this.
That's good. That was a lot of sushi.
That was a lot of sushi. This will make its way to the car.
I didn't know what team you were.
Oh,
is it the?
Oh, which is funny because
If he ever plays.
I'm Instinct, but which is funny because I'm in Mystic chat.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah, that's right. Mr. Platform.
I don't comment in there ever, but I'm still in there. I don't even know if y'all use it much
You're not missing
anymore.
much.
Okay, I didn't think so.
You got a few more minutes.
I'm gonna pay a green for control.
Yeah, it was fine. I literally did next to nothing.
Yeah.
Hung out with Megan all day and then played the Pokemon. Set up a new phone yesterday.
Oh, sweet.
So, put it down. It's. I don't think I'm liking. I don't know. I kept reading like, oh, it's not really worth it to do the pro upgrade. Because it's like $300 more, and I was just like, I was like, I'll try rocking the regular. It'll still be an upgrade because my 8 Pro is 2 years old, so I was like, either way, it'll be a slight upgrade. And I don't know if it's still just like because it's new and like figuring everything out, but it's already been running a little bit more than I wanted to, and stuttering and but we'll see. Ideally, I'm gonna upgrade again at the end of the year. Just well, those are really good, like holiday sale again. I really want it cold.
Yeah.
I just couldn't justify spending $1,700.
Right.
So
Right.
yes, that was awesome. Sorry.
Extremely sad.
What's up, Clark?
yeah, no worries. I'll have more later, I'm sure.
Yeah, bro.
It won't matter if
because I was like, because I go on my board too much. So I was like, oh, let me aside from me, I can put Twitter on board. So I do that. So I was like, wait, time for answer. Well, no, I could have swapped. But like, I don't know. I should only have a one.
Legacy Energy is what I was running in mine, but it's not updated. Are you also playing Hydrapple?
No, no.
Oh, okay. Maybe future. Okay, my bad.
It's pretty good with strong, like, single risers.
Yeah.
They just can't get past me.
It was such a.
I find it, like, I used to be in a band and covers this song. Fucking boring.
Oh, I'm sorry. But like the crowd.
I want my shiny duck. It's me, shiny duck. I want shiny
Okay, that could be that one. Alright, the classic thing of. Oh, you have an extra deck.
Not today.
You have an extra deck, Ryan? I'll push.
You caught me the one night I don't.
What's up? What do you have? Play fire. I'll play this fire. I'll play Nate's fire and Field for the water. Yeah, Crisis Fund does go hard. Thank you.
Let's not mention the words crisis fund ever again.
We'll do Michael round 1, and then you're welcome to do round 2.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
3 if you get a bye. I need to check in.
Wait, do you upload a tip? You upload a tip for that? Didn't you scan everything?
Good talk.
It's super confusing, but basically if you're uploading the official tournament result to their server,
Damn, another monkey dory.
they'll count it as
How many do you need?
and anybody additional is considered to just be hanging out.
I've got you.
Another owl. Never complain about another owl. I say I probably have like 12 now, but
And in theory, I also have a 7/7 land.
That's tomorrow.
This is a 7/7 land.
Never forget.
Oh, Debbie, right?
oh yeah.
It's that last message. I'm like, dude, talk about someone I just like.
I'll shitpost on him.
All right, we are officially live. Oh, I need to drop that. Yeah, we are officially live for week 3.
Yes.
Week 3 tournament, the third tournament of the Gym Leader Challenge. I'm sorry, Dustin, your text and the thing just threw me off in the channel. But professors are doing the matchmaking for round 1, and then we'll get started with going on. As always, we'll stream random matches throughout our time here, and then we'll stream the final match, which might lead to potentially first place. So always trying to give that highest tier, highest quality matchup. So pairings are happening right now. Players are going to get notified shortly, and then from there we'll be all set up. So we'll switch to our regular stream once that happens. But as of right now, here we are, kind of set up, and we will see what happens. So hang tight, and then We'll switch over the camera view when it comes time.
all of them except for one full. And I was like, dog, you really just like driving around with 20K in your car? And he's like, I don't think it's that much. And I go, it is right now. I was like, go look up some of these. I don't know when the last time you checked, like, especially like these full, like I'm picking stuff out. I was like, I don't know the last time you picked out these cars. Go look at these. It was funny because I ended up, he was nice enough to let me pay for it in two installments essentially. But I picked out what I thought was going to be just over $100 of stuff that I was like, this is stuff I know I can pick up now because it's fairly affordable. And he totaled it up and it was a little over $200. I mean, he got me a friend discount, I guess, for $175. Yeah. I was like, I told him, I was like, if you're gonna sell it, man, like now or start looking and plan on selling out early next year when the 30th anniversary stuff starts ramping up. Like,
All right, it's up, Michael.
literally insane right now.
All my players, here's your only roll call. Me, Chris, Cody, Jeremy, Dustin, Trey, Will, Matt, Dallas, Nate, Michael, Jordan. Did I miss anybody?
He's shaking your head.
You know how many Michael Jordan jokes I
Oh,
heard
I didn't even catch that.
growing up in the 90s?
I honestly did not even catch that.
The few times I played sports, they always gave me number 33 regardless.
Regardless, no matter what.
I had number 33 in Stockton. 23 in Stockton. Like, why?
Because they can.
Because I'm completely uncoordinated.
Will, you'll see, Trey, here's your pairing. Michael, Jordan,
Round one stream.
I'd like to win on this.
I would too. Chris,
All right. First round is going to be Michael and Jordan. If you've been hanging around for a while, you know that both of these are players you see pretty frequently and pretty regularly. Usually it's Michael losing with fire, so we'll see if that continues onward. But yeah, we'll switch over while the players are getting set up, and then we'll go from there.
We are red managers.
What in the world?
Came out for the last two sets. Sunset.
No, it's not.
Did it take a screenshot?
Oh, that's weird. Hold on. It's just a heart. It wasn't showing. It's been acting up. Hold on. Camera properties. Okay, no, there you are. I just went over it. It had taken a screenshot of the camera. Okay, I'm gonna, while y'all get set up, I'm gonna I think y'all are good. I'm not gonna try to get into y'all space. I'm gonna extend the arm out just a little bit to y'all while y'all just get playing, get set up. We're gonna.
Yeah. I had your tails. No.
I made it, so yes. It's dumb, but yeah, if he wants it.
Literally, there's been one man around 50 times. Sorry, but no one played second. I played one. So after that, I played one person played two. It was just like. There we go.
Spot on my range, I'm still just a running cage. All right, both players are set up. Basics are down. Prizes are aligned. They're waiting for the official go from the judge. And then we'll get started. What was the coin call for you two? Jordan won the coin flip and then has chosen to go second. So Michael will go first. And as a reminder, going first, you cannot play supporters and you cannot attack unless you have cards that explicitly state so. They are very rare exceptions, but they are possible. So Michael will go first in that opportunity, and then Jordan will get to go. There's Carmine.
I got back in town from 9-inch nails, so like 1.
Oh, yeah.
I told you my coworker was good.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I was actually chatting with him about it today. I was like, yeah, a friend of mine went as well. And I was like tempted to be like, oh, maybe you saw them. But then I remember it's an arena. So I'm like, probably not.
I mean, the distinctive white hair does stand out.
It's true. It's true.
There were a lot of people there.
He enjoyed it. So it was good.
It was alright. Yeah, I haven't ever seen him before, but, you know. I think the main problem with me is I'm night blind, so like my eyes don't see like darkness correct, and they like kill it with light.
Yeah. I heard the opener was really cool too.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
I think they both died.
Alright, roughly 2 minutes to set up. You all go ahead and get started. 40 minutes from the clock.
All right. And players have fifth, but cards will turn over. Jordan does start with the Sableye, and Michael starts with the Magby. So Michael will draw for his turn, look at his hand, assess his options, and start with a level ball, allowing him to search his deck for any Pokemon with 90 HP or less. This can be a basic or an evolution. Really just an opportunity to make sure that he's setting his board up. You know, also doing his prize checking here, trying to get sense of what 6 prizes he does not have access to right now that are over on that left side of his playmat, the top left of your screen. You know, potential search options here for Michael was going to say could possibly include the Macargo with that smooth over ability to immediately evolve the Slugma, but looks like he's actually going to put it on the Oricorio, which I think he mentioned earlier is a new tech and a new one for his deck. Jordan will draw off turn and we'll play that Buddy Poffin. Buddy Poffin allowing her to search her deck for any 2 Pokemon, basic Pokemon with 70 HP or less, and put them directly onto her bench. A very good search card, really a way to set your board up, and a very good card to have on turn 1. Immediately able to search the deck, get 2 really important Pokemon in state that will help her throughout this match, so it's going to be interesting to see what she chooses here. She's chosen to get Zorua and Purloin. Okay. Zorua obviously evolving into Zoroark, and then Purloin obviously evolving into Liepard. And that Liepard does have that trade ability. It's one of the draw engines of the deck that she has. So it'll be a really good, important to have that set up. Potentially she's able to go into her second turn with it. You can see she's got a card in hand, debating playing it, but gonna look at what else she has, and then possibly looking to attack here. We're gonna try to set an early tempo. So Dark Energy going down on the Sableye will give her the ability to use Disable when she uses it, but she's gonna drop an Iono first, refreshing each player's hand, having them draw a new 6 cards.
No. Lucifer Shell is based on the family.
So it is DC.
Yeah. Rogaine and Stampede and Vikings.
God, dude.
But Lucifer in general is the comic is based on family. I didn't even know it was
So
I just knew
Off that Iono, we do see a nest ball going down, searching for, once again, another basic Pokemon. So she'll have 3 on the board and available to her. That Hoopa always feels like a good call. Always feels like a safe bet to be able to want it down. It's able to move from the bench to the active. You can utilize the Assault Gate ability for 90. And she uses that disable attack, doing 10 damage to the Magby, and then preventing it from using one of its attacks during its next turn. Because the Magby only has 1 attack, it cannot attack next turn, disabling its only option. So if Michael wants to do something to be able to attack at all, he's going to have to retreat that Magby this turn. First, though, we are going to see an Arven searching his deck for an item card and a tool card. In GLC, we typically see with tools, you're seeing a lot of options that allow for reduced retreat costs. You think Air Balloon, you think Floatstone, Rescue Board, you think U-Turn Board. Those options really allowing you to pivot your Pokemon in and out of the active spot, maybe to make use of abilities, to maybe make use of certain attacks that have conditions, right? You think of Jordan's Assault Gate Hoopa that she put down earlier. Those are, potential search options for Michael, but there are also TM Evos, TM Devos, TM Energizes. Really ways to start just putting energy onto the board, evolving his Pokemon, continue to set the board state up. So we'll see what he gets off of that. The Ultra Ball gonna be that item card. And then Pot Helmet actually going to be the tool card, reducing damage done by 30. So a little bit of a tanking option there. Magby gonna free retreat, gonna go into the Oricoro. Ultra Ball pitching 2 cards, search his deck for another. So Michael's setting up the board state now, getting that Macargo we talked about, gonna evolve the Slugma, gonna use the Smooth Over ability to put a card on top of his deck. So this is just seems like one big long combo here, setting up board state, and Michael has no shortage of options now. As he looks to end his turn in attack, and then as he looks to go into his subsequent turns as well.
If you would have had Iono, it probably would have had like
So Michael uses attacks with Captivating Salsa, which allows him to gust up one of his opponent's Pokemon, and then it's burned and confused. So it took 20 damage off the burn, flip a coin. If not, it's still burned, so it would take an additional 20 damage the following. Obviously, Jordan rolled head, so it's not burned, but it is confused. So if it wants to attack at all from its current state, Jordan's going to have to cure that confusion, or risk the coin toss and the damage. But Hoopa does have the attack cost of it has to move from the bench to the active that turn, so it couldn't attack in this state if it wanted to anyways.
But like if you have like an instant on a stack of
He's doing the merchant.
like Lazab gives you it doesn't factor in. It's not like I can do where it factors
PSA to the crowd, but also anybody listening. The Cantina Chicken hard tacos suck. They're so bad. The Cantina Chicken's great. Put it on a hard taco, it's god awful. It's like eating a crayon in school. My parents used to ask that same question. So Jordan attached her double turbo to her Zorua, played her Lipard to evolve it to get that trade ability, and then chose to pass here. Now Michael's Gouging Fire is in the active with that 2 retreat cost and a 1 and a 3 energy count. You'll see Culture's Tenacity coming down, searching for an energy card and a stadium. Obviously heat energy, really the only special energy available exclusively to the fire type. The Gym Leader Challenge, counting as fire energy, but giving the Pokemon it's attached to plus 20 HP, a little bit of a buffer. But we see Michael get down or get out that card, plus the Silent Lab, which turns off the abilities of basic Pokemon. So Jordan's Sableye, Excavate, and then the Building Spite off of the Spirit Tomb. Both are not usable while that stadium is in play, so if she wants to do that, she'll need to buff it or get rid of it, when that time comes.
That's pretty cool. I thought I'd make it
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. That's a free space. And if Maya, or not, you're Maya, if Courtney wants to sit, I'm happy to move this too if y'all wanted to play.
She's out of town.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So Michael smoothed over with Macargo's ability, search his deck for any card, and then put it on top of his deck. He's placed that there, and this really makes him Iono-proof in a way. So if Jordan or Marnie-proof or any card that would involve taking the cards in your hand and putting on the bottom of your deck and then drawing the next one, Michael will at least get one card that he knows he needs that allows him to continue and he's not stuck dead drawing. But he'll just attack with Lunge Out on the Gouging Fire for 30, building up that damage on the Hoopa, and then it'll go to Jordan's turn. She pitches a Dark Energy off of Lipard, utilizing that trade to draw 2 more cards, and then plays a Super Rod to get back 3 of her Dark Energy, which she's pitched each of the last of her turns. So they're back in her deck and ready to be used next time. Ready to be used next time when it comes. Field Blower going down, getting rid of Silent Lab and Michael's Pot Helmet. So she searched her deck. Now Professor's Letter for 2 Dark Energy cards. So some of you might be wondering, why didn't she shuffle her deck? That's because she knew she was going to go right back into it. Saves time, saves effort, saves energy, and really just mental state as well. She knows she has it available, no reason to put it back in, shuffle, re-grab it, shuffle again. Y'all, there's a real chance I have 911 followers on 9/11 tomorrow. There's a real chance. I'm 7 away. Frankie says, "Get him, Michael," in all caps. I think he spelled your name wrong. Nope, he spelled it right. I just can't read. Yep. So what we're seeing here is really interesting by Jordan. She's choosing to just continue to set up her current board state with the current mons that are on her bench that are available to her. And instead, it seems like she's committed to just maybe not necessarily letting the Hoopa die, but letting it kind of serve as a bit of a wall while she does that. Since it's confused and you have to flip a coin to attack, it can't attack in it, or its attack wouldn't do anything in its current state because it didn't move from the bench to the active. So it's a little bit of a wall, but also confirmed to let it be its sacrificial little trickster. So, again, just resolve to let it sit. Maybe she'll get a card to move it out and do something else, but if not, that's perfectly okay. Hey Josh, how's your math homework? I do not open Facebook right now. Michael smoothing over, putting that card on top of his deck. We also see the Ponyta going down. Yeah, Hoop is knocked out. Thank you, Mason. Oh, how's everyone there? Well, I think it's round one, and so matches are starting to wind down. So I'd say half the people are happy and half the people are mad, and that's probably because half won and half lost. But the people appreciate you asking about them. He asked how everyone here was. That's the safest bet. Lusamine going down, Jordan getting back 2 in any combination of supporter and stadium cards back to her hand. So we see Marnie and Hexmaniac come back. Josh said LOL in all caps. I think he's stuck on caps lock. Jordan excavating, looking at the top card of her deck, and then choosing to discard it if she wants to. She has not done that, and what that tells you is she likes that card. And so now she's going to trade, and she's going to draw that card, and is going to have that available to her. Yeah, hopefully next we'll stick around to watch it. No, we appreciate you sticking around and watching. Yeah, we'll be here next week as well. So you'll see some fun matches. Maybe see Michael more than once. Who knows? Depending on how the night goes. Might see Jordan more than once. Who knows how the night goes. As of right now, each player has the exact same percentage chance to appear on final stream for the finals. Store put up all those extra tables and nobody's using them. Shame.
Well, better that they did and we don't need them.
Yeah. Is that a Velociraptor?
Disable that Blazing Charge.
Is that a Velociraptor and then a... Is that Frankie Muniz? So attacking with Sableye, disabling the Blazing Charge of Gouging Fire. So Gouging Fire cannot use that attack this turn unless it were to move out of the active and come back, be picked up, go back. Has to reset its current state. So if Michael wants to attack this turn, he's got to either just use the lunge out for a simple 30 or he's going to have to retreat it and attack with something else. Poggers, no cap, for real, cool. You kids and your youth and your FRs. Sableye can't null abilities. Sableye can null one attack of the opponent's active Pokemon that the trainer that attacked with it chose. So she chose that Burning Charge knockout, so Gouging Fire can't swing for a significant amount of damage. It's also really good on Pokemon that only have one attack, right? Well, as we just said, the only way Michael could use that attack would be if he moved it out, moved it back, and you saw that with Guzma benching up one of your opponent's Pokemon to the active spot and then swapping one of your own. He did that with the Magby, and then the Magby having free retreat. Right there. Enhanced Hammer going down, getting rid of Michael's heat energy, so no more extra HP on Gouging Fire. And now we're down 1. Now down 1. Spite being built here with that Anguish Cry ability. It does base 10 and then 30 more damage for each damage counter that is on it. So with 4 damage counters on it right now, plus the base 10, it could look at doing 130 damage, which would be enough. To knock out that Gouging Fire. It's also entirely possible she's got something else up her sleeve and she's going to save it. So we're going to see what comes from the options and the cards in her hand.
I think I'm gonna try.
Get out of here, Gabriel Bot. You're no good, duck. Just like your father. Hell yeah, brother. Your boy Dusty is indeed on the roster tonight. So he will be here. He'll be here. We'll probably try to get him on stream too as the night goes on. So yeah, he is on in the middle of his first match, about 2 tables away against Bodie. So all the regulars are here, which is really cool. So it looks like everyone that was here last week is here again. So we're seeing our consistent number of players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 total players that are here. Yeah. So, hiding energy going down on Guzzlord. Guzzlord, obviously one of the most dangerous cards in a dark deck for its ability to take an extra prize. We think we talk about this every match, every game that we do. But, you know, prize denial and prize acceleration are so crucial in Gym Leader Challenge because each Pokemon only counts as 1, and so getting 1 step ahead of your opponent, and effectively 2 if you're able to manipulate that, is incredibly important, is incredibly effective. So the Guzzlord down immediately makes it a threat. I see Sableye excavating, determining if Jordan keeps that card that's on top of her deck, and she's going to choose to do so. I actually think Dustin's probably playing fighting, not fire, unless you're... Never mind, he is playing fire. So your comment of saying fire was correct. I am just an idiot. Here, I'll tell you that. I'll put it right on me and I'll tell you that. I am just an idiot. Back to our show. Amazing. Yes, it is amazing, Josh. You know, it's not amazing. The amazing rare Reshiram that Michael tried to make work in that fire deck. Coincidentally, it's been taken. It is cracked in the sense of that one of those you replace it because it's broken, and not in a good way. And so Jordan takes her prize, getting her back into this, putting the prize race essentially now back to 4 to 5. But that Gouging Fire is such an incredible threat. It's been knocked out, it's taken out. So she bought herself some time. But heck, Magby is in play there with that free attack to deal enough damage. It could theoretically knock out the Spiritomb if it wanted and get Michael a prize. We're going to see what else he does. I think, doesn't it do? Or is it just 10?
Huh? Scorching Gear?
Yeah.
6.
Oh.
If it's damaged.
Yeah.
It has to be damaged itself. Oh, okay. Well, okay, now I see. Now I see why you play it. Raihan being played, accelerating a basic energy from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon, and then search your deck for any card. What's so good about Raihan is it just gets you back into the fight. I think when it was in standard under the E block rotation, you would see, I mean, at least 2 copies in everyone. Appreciate you, Ace, for the follow. Just for that, we'll make sure you get to watch Dusty play. We'll be able to keep that going on. So, just for you. But yeah, Raihan's such a good card. Gets you back in the fight. Gets you willing to go. Michael once again using Oricorio. That captivating to also move something in. Michael, can I see Oricorio? Well, it's Jordan's turn. Switch one of your opponent's pitch. I was curious about the wording. If it was switch your active to the bench, but it's switch your bench to the active, so you get to choose, or if it was like they got to choose. Right on. We love Right On, the first Pokemon concept to ever be drawn. Counter energy going down on the Lord of Guz versus Seeker Iono. Each player shuffling their hand, putting on the bottom deck, then drawing the number of prize cards they have. Michael just has 3, so he'll get the 3, and then Jordan has 5, so they'll get their 5. So fresh hands for each player, more cards to work with for Jordan. If any music lawyers are listening, I am not playing this music. This is the store playing it, and you're catching it through secondary. I do not own the rights. Just, can I get copyright for this or no? Copyright. All right. Well, I guess we are. Okay, cool. I'm gonna get a dampener if I have to. I need a better mic anyways. Just got a text notification from eBay that somebody is live, so it looks like now eBay is now trying to become whatnot. Both are trash. So, yeah, we'll not be opening that. What are you live for on eBay? Crap? Just an Amazon that treats its employees slightly better, but still not great. Maybe, I don't know. Why are you always trying to see people's collection? eBay seller streaming is the first horseman of the new apocalypse. Honestly, yes. I'm ready for pestilence, though. Yeah, I didn't touch that. I didn't have a choice. I couldn't not get it. It came with the box. Michael smoothing over with McCargo. Choosing to put a card from his deck into his hand. Alright. So oh wow. That
was 40 minutes.
That was I don't think that's 40.
That doesn't feel like 40.
I don't think that's 40. I started streaming at 7:20, and I'm at 46 minutes streaming. So I think it's another 10.
I mean, you pretty much got this cut.
I still want to build Darwin Multani just for
Is everybody else done? Okay, yeah.
Let's see. Looks like the stream dropped for a second, too.
Oh, hey, everything that could have been.
Okay, we're back. Wi-Fi went up and down, courtesy of using public Wi-Fi, but there we go. So we hit time on the round, and so time as normally makes it a tie, but I think Jordan chose to give it to Michael as the win based upon the current board state. So the players agreed there. So these players will shuffle and get ready for round 2. So we will move to the hangout screen and then come right back. Yeah, it was not. It was like 20. I think Matt had just asked to be on stream. We're going to go Dustin and...
Jordan stayed.
Okay. That'll work. Cool. We'll shoot for to get Dustin in round 3. If 3 turns remain after time ends. They're using, it normally is, but GLC we use a condensed when it hits time. It's immediately. There's no extra turns. It's immediately. If there's no clear winner, it's an immediate tie. So Jordan's gonna stay. Matt's gonna come in, and then we'll go from there. All right. Okay. All right. Both players are gonna get set up here. A roll for heads or tails. Jordan calls tails, ends up going head, so Matt gets to choose, and so Matt chooses to go second. So decks are shuffled, decks are being cut, and then we will get going.
making sure that everything was even.
All right. Now, players are gonna draw their cards.
So you're going second, correct? Alright.
Okay.
At least with the bracelet I have on now, I have more flexibility in my legs.
Oh, you got a knee brace on? Yeah.
Have an MRI appointment Sunday.
Okay.
See what I did to it.
Okay. Well, at least you're not hurting
The pain's
too
there.
much.
Yeah. Pain's there, but at least with this, I can bend it. The bracelet I had on the other day, it was just like, have my legs so stiff. It's like, I had to like, sit at the end table just to have my leg out. I was like, no.
If you're listening to this, the wait now is for all the players to get set up and get their basics in play. Mulligan's taken care of, so we probably got a couple of players that have taken mulligans not having basics, so they can't play immediately, and so they are shuffling, cutting, drawing again. So usually that's sometimes a delay, but we'll see what comes from here. All right. Matt, as Jordan's doing her turn, I think it's your first time being on stream, but just so you know, from the camera angle I'm at, I can see your hand, which is fine because she can't see, but I'll never comment on what's in your hand, so just a transparency thing in that, like, I can see and I know what you have, but I never will. So just want you to know. So coughing in the active and then Sneasel on the bench. Jordan playing nest ball to start that early prize search, but as well to get another basic Pokemon down. The coughing is something we didn't see in her first match against Michael. That coughing evolving into that Galarian wheezing with that neutralizing gas ability, which shuts off the abilities of all non-dark Pokemon. It's an incredibly effective card, incredibly disruptive, and that line is something that I think you see, that's almost just a staple in most dark decks because that ability is just so good. And then obviously it's attack to be able to poison, no abilities for one energy is just good all around. So Hoopa going down, energy be attached to coughing, and she'll pass. And then now we've got Matt. Matt will play Lance, obviously a card that if you didn't know what it did, you could guess that it does something. With Dragon Pokemon, allows him to search his deck for 3 Dragon Pokemon and then put them into his hand. Matt is choosing to get 3 basic Dragon Pokemon and then putting them all onto his bench from that. So we see Tatsugiri, the sushi fish, we see Axew, whatever it is, and then we see Gibble, whatever it is. So Gibble's a land shark, Axew's a dinosaur, Tatsu sushi. So a biter, and a snack. And then with Dreepy in the active, that 1 retreat cost, Michael will attach the Psychic Energy and then retreat it to put Tatsugiri up in the active, and then use that attract customer's ability to look at the top 6 cards of his deck and reveal a supporter that they find there. 6. 7. 6. Okay. Cool. Obviously, supporter being effectively the trainers, the people, right? And that's a customer. It'd be a customer if you're at a sushi store. So, clever little name, but a very good ability. That fails. That fails for Matt. So he doesn't get something there, and so knowing the cards in hand with nothing else to do, that just leads him to pass. We see the retreat of the Koffing go down. Going into Hoopa, noticeably, Jordan choosing to go for moving the Hoopa in the active, so Assault Gate would be able to go off and do damage, which would get the KO on the Tatsugiri, rather than going for the Ascension play off the Koffing. So Assault Gate's live. Jordan will be able to do 90 damage with that attack, but she'll play Cynthia first, shuffling her hand into her deck, and then drawing 6 cards. So draw a cut, and then now she's got a refreshed hand. Gonna have more options to do with. Will she get ball search cards, more item cards, tools, more Pokemon to outright put down? So really, really getting a very good hand. All right, Buddy Poffin, we talked about it last round. Set your deck for any 2 basic Pokemon with 70 HP or less and put them onto your bench. So Jordan likely going to get a utility, an attacker of some sorts, lots of options. Pending what she gets, I mean, a safe bet in this is always potentially the Purloin, because of that trade ability off its evolution of the Liepard, and we do in fact see that come down along with that Spiritomb, that building spite Spiritomb. Really, really dangerous, and yeah, honestly, having a card that can, for such low HP and for such low injury cost, can knock out almost anything is just so good in a dark deck. Combine the Buddy Poffin with a level ball, and you're also getting a Weavile, so you're seeing a really, really impressive and a really dangerous board state for Jordan here. So no shortage of options for what comes next. So Matt choosing to just tap and pass on the cutting of cards. Sneasel being evolved into Weavile. Spite being built. And then Assault Gate, as we talked about earlier, would be live, getting that knockout and putting Jordan 1 ahead in the prize race. So we now see Dreepy, Axew, and Gibble still in play. Axew going on, getting that fighting energy attached to it. So its Ultra Evolution ability is in play, is active, and Marty, an incredibly disruptive card, a card that I think when it first came out in Standard, most people immediately thought, oh yeah, maybe not a broken card, but just a very good card, and something I think you would see in every single deck, disrupting your opponent's hand, putting it on the bottom, not even shuffling it back in and giving them an option to get it again. So Matt uses the Ultra Evolution of the Axew, which I believe bypasses. Let's double check that. It's flip a coin.
It does.
If heads, it is able to. You get to search for hacks first of all. So bypasses the stage 1, the fracture, and immediately puts Hackstress into play. Hackstress with bring down the axe attack, as well as that Dragon Pulse. So an incredibly dangerous attacker. So. That is in play, and Matt did not get a knockout, but he did get a Pokemon set up and get an attacker for the next couple of turns. So it passes, and we go to Jordan. Once again, this is a soft reminder that I am 7 followers away from having 911 followers on 9/11, which is tomorrow. So if you, please tell your friends. Would be fantastic. I need to put my social media handles on this stream somehow. I just forget to between things, so we'll do that next time. Look, I promise you, we're never gonna forget. The Door Knight, we appreciate you hitting that follow, getting us one step closer. Welcome. Appreciate you watching. Yeah. Jordan passes. Passes with the coughing. Matt will play Lana's Aid, getting back 3 enemy combination of Pokemon and Basic Energy.
Dragon Pulse.
And then he'll use Dragon Pulse to take a knockout, and he has to discard the top 3 cards of his deck. You see Dialga, Enhanced Hammer, and then I think an Aurora Energy go down. So a great attack to get a knockout, but the condition of discarding cards can be dangerous. Can be dangerous as you mill yourself, but oftentimes it's worth it when you have that many cards. So yeah, so Jordan promoting Weavile, putting it up in the active. It does have that the 2 attack. It's Evil Admonition, and then it's Icy Wind. So Icy Wind, 10 damage, putting your opponent's Pokemon to sleep. And then the Evil Admonition, 50 damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon in play that has an ability. So that has 2 abilities, so it would do 100 damage to the Haxorus if she were to choose to attack with it. That's not to say she will, just putting that in play. Instead, she'll Float Stone to it, get the free retreat, and then moving Hoopa into the active. And then Assault Gate for 90 damage. Matt plays Gladion, allowing him to look at his prizes, put one of those prizes into his hand, and then place Gladion in its spot. So better than a Hisuian Heavy Ball in that regard, because you get to do any, but it is supporter, and so it does use his supporter for turn. So that can be the only drawback, so to speak. Is you don't get another supporter for that turn. Matt got a card. We don't know what it was, but he does choose to play Buddy Poffin here. Search his deck for 2 basic Pokemon with 70 HP and put it onto his bench. We see Dratini go down. That looks like that's going to be the only one that goes down. There's either no other basic dragons with that less amount of HP, or the only other ones that are available to him have more than that. You think Dialga, Necrozma, anything large and basic that fits into that. Raging Bolt if he's playing it. So his deck being shuffled, being placed there. Energy attachment going on to Dreepy. And what's up? We appreciate the chat. And you have just had me hit 50 followers on the channel live, so we really appreciate that. That's awesome. So no, thank you so much. It's been really nice and really nice to kind of see this grow. So love having people here watching, learning about Pokemon, hearing me learn how to be a commentator. So that's sick. So yeah, I can't say thank you enough. So we've hit that goal. That's the next goal. Now we up it, right? We go to 100. But so incredibly thankful for you for hitting that follow button. Matt gonna bring down the axe again. Is Dragon Pulse to knock out, but he does have to mill 3 cards. Looks like he mills Silent Lab, red card, and then Cure him. So mills another attacker, another stadium, and another utility. So Jordan now with a fresh hand reset. Gonna see what she does here. So, Evo Soda, search your deck for a Pokemon that evolves from one of your Pokemon in play and put it on to evolve it. Looking at what is available to her, that is Liepard, and so now trade is now an option for her. She now has the ability to see 2 more cards each turn, continuously refreshing that hand. So very good to get that utility mon set up. We just got another follow on the Instagram. We're now at 9:05, 6 away.
Hey, please don't. Please don't.
Professor's Letter being played. Search your deck for 2 basic energies and put them into your hand. She gets her 2 darks that she has, and that gets her the energy to be able to attach to her Pokemon to be able to attack and meet those requirements. But it also thins her deck out by 2 cards. So when she does choose to trade, it's less likely she's going to see an energy, which would be a card she might not need at that time. So it's a good mental play by the player. And then there goes trade. Ball guy going down, drawing 2 more cards, and now having a fully refreshed hand, ready and able to go to continue on. So a really, really good to be able to get that set up. Spite built again now on that Spiritomb. And then rescue Stretcher. Getting back the Hoopa. Turn attached Hoopa, one of those dark energies that she just got. Free retreating the Weavile. And then now Assault Gate is live when she chooses to use it, but she's got more options in her hand. See if she's indeed ready to do that. And then, just like that, Jordan has evened this prize race now back up 4-4. So, really, two turns in succession where Matt took a knockout, and 2 turns where Jordan kept up at it, kept building up her board state, and she is resilient. She is resilient. And speaks to just her time and tenacity as a player. Matt playing Crispin, searches deck for 2 basic energy cards of different types, and then chooses one of those to attach to. Chooses one of those to attach to a Pokemon, and then put 1 into his hand. So we do see him get metal and water off of that. Crispin, then see which one he chooses and where he puts it. Alright, so you're going to see the water going into his hand, and you're going to see the metal attach going onto Necrozma. That's effectively a free attachment, so it doesn't count as attached per turn, which then does allow him to attach that special energy that's there. Retreating the Dreepy, bringing up Necrozma.
And then with X-Maniac canceling out his ability, Lesser Downfall for the
Matt is able to use Lesser Downfall to take another prize. Now, Necrozma does have that ability, which if your opponent, it can't attack unless your opponent has 2 prize cards or less remaining. But because Jordan plays Hex Maniac, it shut off abilities of all Pokemon. It put it on a turn early for Matt in that regard. So, able to chain, able to get a knockout. Now let's watch Jordan respond.
tried to get that knockout some way. I was like, once you played Hex Maniac, I was like, oh, I have Ultimate Growth. I was like, I can attack.
Yeah.
All right. Ace, if you're still here, we're going to put Dustin on stream next if he is willing and able to do it. But Jordan playing Arvin, getting her Enhanced Hammer and Air Balloon. So that item card, Enhanced Hammer, discard a special energy. And then Air Balloon. The retreat cost Pokemon is attached to is 2 less. Really, almost, there's very few things in Dark that have more than that. The Gustord has 4, but it would give lots of things. Free retreat. Once again, another pivot card, another pivot play. You see that going on to Liepard, and now Liepard is a free retreater, a pivot card each turn. So if something gets knocked out, she can put it in the active. She's got plenty to work with. She doesn't want to attack with it, but she doesn't have to put up something and hope she gets enough to attack with it. She's got some options there. Jordan responds with Evil Admonition, which does 50 damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon in play that has an ability. Ultra Necrozma's Dratini, Gible, and Tatsugiri were in play at 4, so that was 200 damage, and that was enough to knock it out. So she ties this prize match up once again. So 3-3. So let's see how Matt's going to respond here off of that. He uses Tatsugiri. Look at the top 6 cards of his deck. Reveal a supporter. He revealed one. He put it into his hand. And so is this going to be one that's going to give him options, going to give him plays? So Jordan. So Technical Machine Evolution, going down to give Tatsugiri an attack. Give it an attack to be able to use that. Declare 2 Pokemon that you have in your bench, and then search your deck program that evolve from. So you have to declare before you search. So Matt declared the Dreepy, and then he declared the Gible, so he could only evolve the Gabite into the Gabite and into the Dracloak, and that's incredibly important because what you might see sometimes is, it's you declare a Pokemon and then you don't have it in your deck, right? It's in your prizes or it's not there, and so I'm just gonna switch over. I'm gonna do this one instead. You have to declare beforehand, so it's important to know what's in your deck and know what you have available to you before even making that, which Matt did there. Liepard's trade ability, Jordan pitching Quick Ball, drawing 2 cards, really refreshing that hand there. So
Everything that I envisioned.
Jordan playing Boss's Orders. Switch one of your Pokemon's bench Pokemon into the active. She declares that Gabite, and then Evil Admonition, allowing her to do 200 damage again because all of Matt's Pokemon in play had an ability. And so continuously a hard hitting ability for like 1 energy, very devastating. So for the first time in this match, Jordan does take a lead on prizes. So now it's up to Matt to respond and then negate or delay a prize take by Jordan to be able to stay in this match either in back-to-back turns or in a turn and a break. So gonna see how he responds here. Recon Directive, so you've got top 2 cards of your deck, put 1 into your hand and 1 at the bottom of your deck. An incredibly good card. And in fact, the ability is so good, you're seeing players that play Dragon are putting the Dreepy and the Dracloak into their deck with that ability, despite there being no single prizer Dragapult, just because that ability is so good for Dragon decks. And a lot of recent cards recently have really propelled Dragon to be one of the top tier, kind of most feared decks with all that it has available to it. Matt playing Evo Soda. Searching it for part of the evolves because we just said there is no Dragapult. The only valid option for that was Dragonair. So, Dragonair now wide, and then that means that that Dragonite is going to be an option. Not shuffling 2 special energy from his discard pile into his deck. He's choosing Aurora. And then I can't see the other name of it, but we'll grab it next time. Hold on. Shut. Yeah. Just gonna slow down some sequencing here. Okay, that's his deck. And then Matt plays Lusamine, getting back Lonazade and Silent Lab. Okay. And then Silent Lab going down, nullifying the ability of basic Pokemon. There's 2 stadiums in play.
I don't know if that was last turn. When I did the Evo.
And Matt passes with no way to attack, and Jordan has Enhanced Hammer, immediately able to respond. To that energy placement that was placed on Dragonair. Welcome back, Josh. What did you miss? You missed a pretty significant back and forth. Matt was able to go 2 turns. Jordan took the first prize, and then Matt took the next 2 with that Hacktorus, but Jordan stayed resilient, kept attacking, tied it back up. The players were going back to back. And then last 2 turns, Matt has been reestablishing his board and his options, and Jordan has basically put the world's greatest Weavile in play. That's swinging turn after turn with that Evil Admonition ability, just continuously taking knockouts. Nine minutes time, Ryan just said, in case neither of y'all heard. Okay, I see what she did. Anguish Cry knocking out Jordan, now putting us this match in her favor, but that does not mean that Matt's out of it. If Matt's able to go 3 turns of taking out prizes, he does have a chance here. So Lonazade getting back 3 in any combination of Pokemon and basic energy. You see Ultra Necrozma. You see Ultra Necrozma, you see Dialga, and then you see a Metal Energy. Matt Recon Directive once again, looking at the top 2 cards of his deck, putting 1 into his hand, and then 1 will go onto the bottom of it. Matt took his knockout, making it 2-1. So if Jordan is able to get a knockout here, then she wins. But let's gonna see what she does. Sableye going down with that excavate ability. But that is nullified by Silent Lab.
So even in discard it, they had no ability either, which kind of sucks.
I will trade.
You're going to trade Beast Ring and draw 2 cards? She's got a rather large hand here, probably looking at estimating at least 6 cards, probably look closer to 8 without directly counting, so no shortage of plays, no shortage of options. I know I say that a lot, but it's a good thing to have in Gym Leader Challenge, having options, having plays, having lines, because this is a singleton one-of-only format. Singleton one-of-only format. It's very important. She's thinking through some lines here, so we'll just be quiet while she plays through and then comment on what she does. Double Turbo attaches to Gudgelord, counting as 2 colorless energy, but its attacks do 20 less damage. So,
Well, of course I will.
and then Jordan is gonna Icy Wind 10 damage, and then is gonna put Dracloak to sleep. So, and then Matt will roll a coin. If heads, he's no longer asleep. If tails, he is still asleep. That is tails, so that is still asleep, and so it can't attack, it can't retreat. Only way it could do. Do you have abilities when you're asleep? You can still use abilities even when the Pokemon's asleep. Only way that it could attack in this situation would be if Matt were to move it out of the active spot and move it back, or if he happened to play some item card that allowed him to wake up. I don't know if that's a thing. There's a special energy that could go, but I'm not sure if that would be the right play. So purely speculative here. That's going to Guzma the Sableye, bringing up his Dialga. We'll see a turn attach onto it with a special energy.
Recon, or not recon, time manipulation.
lose 2 cards on top of it. So it's like smooth.
Just attack, so. Alright, searching for 2 cards. Those will go on top of his deck after he shuffles. So. There you go. Deck being shuffled. Jordan going to cut, and then those 2 going to go on top. And it is now her turn. So. She's going to trade, pitching 2. Pitching a card, drawing 2. She pitches that Zorua, draws 2 others. Once again, gonna go quiet while she plays.